Hello again. I am recording a game here, a very famous game, probably Magnus' most famous game actually. He played in Wijk and Zee. It's a tournament that is every winter in Holland, and it's like a very small village at the sea, and it used to be, as I understand it, very cold, very windy, perfect for chess. There are always three groups, A, B and C, and at age of 13 he played in the group C, first time he played this tournament, and he won it, and over the years he would win the A group of this tournament maybe 10-15 times, something like that. So he would love to go here, because in Wijk and Zee there is just only chess, like it's cold, windy, and only thing you can focus on is on playing chess. This game was played 24th of January 2004, and he played against Sipke Ernst from Holland. And as I say, this is Magnus' most famous game, probably, because of the combination that he will do in the end. In this game Magnus played, we have seen Magnus play a lot of d4. Now he's playing e4. He will play both a lot of e4 and d4 in his chess career, choosing what he think is best against I think he works like that he looks at opponent's games and see which what do they play against e4, what do they play against d4, and he prepares. So maybe he thought Ernst here would not, it would be good to play the character can against him. Magnus, he's playing here knight e4, strong move, and then this is apparently theory. As you can look down to the right, lots of strong players has played like this. He has to defend the a2 pawn, and this looks kind of normal. But here Magnus make a very shocking move, but as you can see the computer likes it. But it's a very non-standard move, a very nice combination actually. He plays knight g6. The idea is obviously, like, if black takes the knight, white can play queen e6 and then take the bishop on e7, and after fg6, queen e6, rook f7, then hg6, and like this, then rook is pinned and he will win like that, or he can take the bishop here. That was what was played in the game, but as you can see the computer doesn't like that, and white is winning after that move. Better would have been to just move the rook here, and after, for example, takes, maybe here. White has won a pawn, maybe black can get that one back at c5. The computer likes this for white after something like that and defending the pawn. So it's a free pawn for white, but at least black is safe. But yeah, if you have had to do that, of course, like already here, the computer wants to defend some way, like against this one apparently, like for example something like this, and then because now you have the in-between move, bishop a3 here. So, but yeah, of course Ernst didn't see this knight g6 tactic, I think. But it's not only this tactic, but we will see how Magnus wins the game, because this is like, here you would think, yeah, of course, like he will take on e4, e7 here, but then maybe black can get some play, knight d5, knight b4. Sure, white has won a pawn, but black has some chances here. But what Magnus is doing here is why this game is so famous. Ernst probably thought here that Magnus would just, like I showed, something like this. Maybe now the bishop and the queen are both threatened, so he has to go here apparently. Something like this. Then the computer says this is because f2 is hanging, and he says this is an even game. So instead, and of course Magnus must have seen this already when he played knight g6. So he should play, in this position Magnus plays h take g6 with the obvious plan of bishop takes h6. But still it doesn't look so clear. The computer likes it for white though. He thinks white is winning here. Black played knight g8. As you can see, the computer doesn't like it. Better would have been this one. And there are two lines here. One is to take like this. And if this one, apparently this is a threat with the plan rook takes here and g7 with mating attack. And if he does like this, like he did in the game now, he did in that analysis, then still it's this tactic. So it's much better for white now. But still, this would have been the way black could have fought on. Apparently computer is liking this move the best, where when for example white can take this winning endgame with 2 pawns more probably. But in this position black didn't play queen b6. Instead he played knight here, allowing white to execute a brilliant combination here. Magnus took, bishop takes h6. It's the best move according to the computer. Black has to take back. And now he sacrificed the rook also. King g7, it's rook h7 with mate, so he has to take that one. And Magnus calmly just collect the bishop. Now black has a rook and a knight more, but white's attack is too strong here. He has the open file threatening mate in 1. Only way to defend is to move the knight here. And Magnus just takes that one also. And only move is, or maybe not the only move, but he played king g7. If here, says Magnus should check here, here, here. And of course, if black plays queen h6, white has a winning position with so many pawns more. And if this one looks like this one is the best to lift the rook here. I'm just following the computer analysis here. And white has an attack and more pawns, so white will win this. For example, here and here, winning the queen. So instead, black tried king g7. Magnus did a rook lift now at once. It says that the only way to avoid checkmate was, queen a6. But still, as I said before, this endgame is simply lost for black because so many extra pawns for white. the obvious thing with this move is that if white would take it, then it's queen e1 mate. But Magnus sees that, of course. Plays like this. Check. Check. Now, if he did rook f6, if he does something else, white can take that rook, and he's like pawns. Apparently, something like this will. It's mating for white also, but Black allowed white to finish off in style here by rook f6 and this mate. There is some kind of a, forgot about it, but it's like some classical games that end exactly like this. Maybe some Steinitz game or something like that. So Magnus, he executed a combination that ended like this. So Magnus got very, very famous for this game, and he also won the C group. So next year, when we come back to Wijk and Zee, because Magnus will play there every year now, then we will see how he does that. So see you next.